The number one reason people are afraid to fast is this: they believe it will eat their muscle. Fitness influencers repeat it constantly. Gym culture treats it as fact. And it sounds logical. If you're not eating, your body must be breaking down muscle for fuel. But a major Cochrane review published in February 2026, the gold standard of medical research, just confirmed that this is a myth. Intermittent fasting does not cause excessive muscle loss. In fact, done correctly, it can preserve muscle better than traditional calorie restriction. Today I'm showing you the exact science of what fasting actually does to your muscle, and the three-part protocol that lets you fast, burn fat, and keep every pound of muscle you've built. In this video you'll learn 4 things. First, why the muscle loss myth exists and where it actually comes from. Second, what fasting actually does to muscle at the biological level, and why it's not what you think. Third, the specific conditions under which fasting can cause muscle loss, and how to avoid all of them. And fourth, the 3-part protocol that science confirms allows you to fast for fat loss while fully protecting your muscle mass. The myth comes from real biology, just misapplied. During starvation, true starvation, not a 16-hour fast, your body does eventually break down muscle protein for glucose through a process called gluconeogenesis. This is real. But here's what the fitness industry got wrong. Starvation and intermittent fasting are not the same thing. A 16-hour fast is not starvation. Your body has a clear fuel priority order. Blood glucose first, then liver glycogen, then muscle glycogen, then fat, then, and only as a last resort, muscle protein. During a 16 to 18-hour fast, your body is burning through glucose and glycogen and transitioning to fat. It never reaches the point where muscle becomes the primary fuel. The Cochrane review confirmed this directly. People who lost weight through intermittent fasting lost the same amount of lean muscle mass as people on traditional diets, which is minimal when protein intake is adequate. Here's what actually happens to your muscles during a 16-hour fast. Growth hormone surges, up to 5 times its normal level. Growth hormone is specifically designed to protect lean tissue while mobilizing fat. This is your body's built-in muscle preservation mechanism. Ketones also play a protective role. As your body shifts to fat metabolism and produces ketones, those ketones provide alternative fuel that reduces the body's need to break down muscle protein for energy. Research published in Cell Metabolism confirms that muscle mass and performance were maintained following short-term fasting when ketosis was present, and insulin drops to its lowest point during a fast, which actually increases muscle sensitivity to nutrients. When you break your fast with protein, your muscles absorb amino acids more efficiently than they would in a fed state. The fast primes your muscles for rebuilding. It doesn't tear them down. There are specific conditions under which fasting does increase muscle loss risk. Condition 1. Extended fasting beyond 24 to 48 hours without adequate protein refeeding. The 16-8 protocol avoids this entirely. Condition 2. Alternate day fasting combined with calorie restriction. A 2025 nutrient study found that alternate day fasting reduces body fat, but also leads to meaningful muscle loss, particularly when combined with severe calorie restriction. Don't stack extreme fasting with extreme calorie cutting. Condition 3. Fasting without adequate protein in your eating window. If you fast for 16 hours and then eat minimal protein, you will lose muscle. The fasting didn't cause it, the protein deficit did. The solution: keep fasts at 16 to 18 hours maximum, eat at least 1.3 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, and don't aggressively restrict calories simultaneously. The 3-part muscle preservation protocol. Part 1. Protein timing. Break your fast with 25 to 40 grams of protein within 60 minutes of ending your fasting window. Leucine-rich proteins are most effective: eggs, whey protein, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese. Part 2. Resistance training twice per week. This is non-negotiable. Combining fasting with resistance training preserves and even builds muscle while losing fat. The resistance training signal tells your body that muscle is essential and must be preserved. Part 3. Stay at 16 hours. Going to 20 or 24 hours regularly increases cortisol and depletes muscle glycogen beyond the recovery point. Keep your fast at 16 hours. Break it with protein. Train twice a week. This is the complete system. Here's the truth the fitness industry doesn't want to sell you, because it's free. The muscle loss fear is what keeps people buying protein shakes every 2 hours and avoiding any fast longer than 3 hours. The February 2026 Cochrane review, the most comprehensive analysis of fasting research ever conducted, confirmed what scientists have been saying for 20 years. Intermittent fasting is safe, effective, and does not cause excessive muscle loss when done correctly. You can fast. You can burn fat. You can keep your muscle, all three simultaneously. The protocol is simple. 16 hours fasted, break with protein, train with resistance twice a week. Hit like if this finally killed the muscle loss myth for you. And next week I'm covering the one mineral that 45% of Americans are deficient in, that directly controls muscle recovery, sleep quality, and stress response. Subscribe so you don't miss it.